Yes, yes. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for tuning in. The Double RT Boxing Show. I'm your host, Mr. A, the Ready Talk Boxing Show. For you new viewers, this is the Mr. A segment of the show. And it's a different one. It is definitely a different one. As you can see by the title, I apologize for using your name, just out there and feels weird you're even using it. So, again, it's from what it's in my head. And as a boxing fan, I'm watching the Trill Boxing Talk. And I responding to, as you see in the title, Black Fight Fan. You know, he said a lot of shit I've been thinking, throwing out there within the Double RT Boxing Show. But when he said this whole Tyson Fury about the power, that's what this Mr. A's thought segment is about. I'm going to feed off it because, again, Black Fight Fan, the LDBC, the YTCB, all that. This is the Double RT Boxing Show, Mr. A. This is like if you've seen the movie Constantine, that black dude's room with the angel and the devil, everyone just sit the fuck down. We talking boxing. This is that room, the Double RT Boxing Show. So, everyone uses your guys' name to talk about you. I'm talking with you. The LDBC, the Double RT Boxing Show with Mr. A. We're talking with the LDBC, the Trill Boxing Talk. When you said the power, I'm feeling that. But first, I'm just going to introduce myself to the world. Your little fan club that got us going. I'm the Double RT Boxing Show. I talk about number 1 through 15. When I talk, that's what I consider the best versus the best. 1 through 15. That's what this show is about. The best versus the best. The champions are the champions. The best versus the best. To me, the Double RT Boxing Show, the Ready Talk Boxing Show, 1 through 15 is the best. Work your way through the best to become the champion. So that's my lingo on this show. We talk the intercontinentals, all the belts, all the trinkets, to work your way through the best. This show is building up bums. That's what this show is about. Building up bums. So as boxing junkies, we get our fix and we're entertained through a year-round sport. That's what the Double RT Boxing Show is about. And this is a Mr. A. So we do breakdowns, predictions, post fights, all this weird shit, and then Mr. A's thoughts. Power. Oh, and for some reason, if you know my show, the Double RT Boxing Show, the Ready Talk Boxing Show, and you don't know the Trill Boxing Talk, it's hosted by Black Fight Fan TV. That is his name in the title. And the subject of this conversation was a subject on his show and his co-host 78 Sports. For some reason, if you don't know him, now you do. He has a show, so you could go subscribe to those two. And if you like Wilder, if you're a boxing junkie and you like those Wilder hits and you like those Errol Spence hits, go subscribe to these guys. They give you exclusive boxing junkie hits of Deontay Wilder and Errol Spence. Now, I almost lost my thought there, dude. Fucking talking those hits and shit. Now, power. Talking how Bob Arum just included. Oh, I know what I was going to say. This is Mr. A's thoughts. I could just stop it like that. As a fan, a boxing fan, the Ready Talk. I like big kudos, big ups to you, Black Fight Fan. I appreciate everyone could say what they want to say about the LDBC side. Like I said, this is that room. I give you big kudos for the purpose of your show, building your black fan base. Big ups for that. Best of luck to you on that one. This is that room. Best of luck on that one. Now back to the power. How the whole Why did Bob Arum come into that? It's not about the money. I agree with all that, but I think there's a twist. I think you got us boxing fans on a turn, on the right turn. It's about power. It definitely is not about money. But Mr. A's thoughts right here on the Double RT Boxing Show. I am your host, Mr. A, feeding off the conversation of Black Fight Fan on the Trill Boxing Talk Show. Co-host 78 Sports. Go check those out. Subscribe to this guy from the LDBC. Feeding off that show. Feeding off the conversation, I should say. Response. Now, the power of Tyson Fury signing with ESPN, Bob Arum interjected himself. The twist and the turn. I think it's the power of survival. Bob Arum is good at spinning shit to what he wants it to look like. And again, think as boxing fans, right here on the internet, our job is to talk shit, make it interesting. That's how I came across you guys, not by talking shit. I listen to a lot of boxing talk. That's, as you watch my show, if you guys watch it, or anyone who's just watching this show, I cover a lot of boxing talk. I like talk, lengthy videos, talk. 78 had lengthy videos. His shit got fucked up. You guys got blessed with Trill Boxing Talk, a lengthy video. That's how I became a fan. Lengthy videos. Now, where Bob Arum is hiding shit is, I believe he signed Fury as a power, like you say, to build him up. This is not about Wilder and Fury. It's more than that. It's a power of survival, because it's Wilder. Wilder is a big ticket in this, but there's more. Wilder is not signed to nothing. That's where it could be twisted. They're trying to pressure him in to a fight. And as Mr. A's thoughts, this is what I'm thinking. Like I said, from the get-go, I said right from the match was over, well, fuck it. I thought Deontay did enough to get a draw, but I thought Tyson won that. It's a draw. It was done. He didn't do enough to get that fight. He got that fight off who he was. Now you go back to the PAL. It's time for Deontay Wilder to build his legacy off knocking out everyone the fuck in America. I've been saying it on the past seasons of the Double RT Boxing Show. So if you've been watching this show since season 1 and 2, I've been saying all types of shit why Deontay Wilder ain't popular. He's too Southern black for the media dollar. So if you're Deontay Wilder, I'm a diehard Deontay Wilder fan. Like I said, I'm a fan. This is the Double RT Boxing Show. My favorite fighter is Aries Landy Lara, so this is not a biased show. I'm just a Deontay Wilder fan. He lost the fight, but fuck it. He's a draw. He's undefeated. That's my man. Keep going. Now back to the power. He's no contract. Now, like I said, he's being pressured into a fight. At the time of him wanting the fights, it was cool. The Joshua fight, it was good to happen. The Fury fight, it happened at the right time. Now, fuck the Joshua, fuck the Fury fight. I've been saying it, and now business-wise, it is really fuck those fights. And this is Mr. A's thoughts and the power. The power that Black Fight Fan was talking about. And a little Dylan White could play a twist in this. Dylan White can play a twist. I'm not too sure if he's with Matchroom. Still. But Tyson Fury is over here on American. It's going to be the same. Oh, for those who are new to the show, for the LDBC subscribers who are over here, who haven't seen my show, I'm a kid-friendly complex, so you may hear some others. You might hear some others out here. So, then the mother's distracted me. It happens. Fucking Wilder, who has no contract. I know I was somewhere around there. And Dylan White. Okay. If Tyson Fury is being sold to an American base, just like DAZN is, and right now DAZN is not doing too well. It's not doing too well, and we know why. We know why. It's too long of a conversation to get into. We know exactly why. Where's the stable? Who's Tyson Fury going to fight? I did the best top 5 that Top Rank has to offer. Off the top of the memory, it was like Joseph Parker, Oscar Rivas, who just beat Brian Jennings. Fuck, who else? There's like 2 more people. I can't think of it, but that's 3 fights right there. And you figure, who else can they really offer? It's Oscar Rivas, Brian Jennings. I said it off the top of Joseph Park. I can't remember right now. But anyway, fucking story is, we know it's slim fucking pickings. That's what we know. And what they're trying to do is get Deontay Wilder into a fight. But it's not for that fight. Yes, it's money at that time. Oh, yeah, let's get that going. Now, remember, this is Mr. A's thoughts. Boxing fans might say, fuck you, Mr. A, don't talk like this. This is probably going to stop a lot of fights, but this is a business thought, Mr. A's thoughts. ESPN needs this. Top Rank. Sign Tyson Fury. If they can cohorts Deontay Wilder into a fight, this opens a gate that's easy. Oh, and another thing. Flip the chessboard. Flip the chessboard. It was already flipped. My friend. You was on to something, my friend. But like usually, Al Haymon, a couple steps ahead of us. Mr. A's thoughts right here on the Double RT Boxing Show. I'm your host, Mr. A, going off Black Fight Fan TV, Trill Boxing Talk, with the co-host 78. Conversation, Tyson Fury, signing, power. It's a power survival. This is why. No one ever talks about how powerful Wilder is in money in the UK. All they ever says, he's not known in the United States. Okay. 300,000, just say that. 300,000. Say whatever you want to say. Live in the United States, that's good. You can say whatever the hell you want to say. In the United States, that's solid. And he did plus. Now, but he's a bum. No one knows him. Now again, power of survival. ESPN needs business. They need fighters. They got Lomachenko. They got Crawford. The Top Rank got a shit stable who can't get them fights. What they need is black pieces. But fuck, they can't play chess if the board is flipped upside down. They got Lomachenko and they got Crawford. And they got an upside down fucking chessboard. What the fuck are they gonna fight? They need Deontay Wilder to fight Tyson Fury to open up a gate. That's my thought. That is my thought. It's power of survival. Because think about it. If they don't sign Tyson Fury, why Bob Arum get involved? Why? It's not about money. Why? Survival. Power of survival. Think about it. Take Tyson Fury completely out the picture, because without him, Top Rank still goes on. They got ESPN Plus. They're striving. They're striving, right? Crawford, Lomachenko, pound for pound. Who are they going to fight next 2 years? Who are they going to fight? I have no fucking clue. We're going to, right here on the WRT Boxing Show with Mr.A, the Ready Talk Boxing Show, we will find out, because we cover the best 1 through 15. We'll find out as they build up and shit. But right now, we can't tell you who the fuck Crawford and Lomachenko is going to be fighting. But we know who we would like to see them fight. We'd like to see them fight Mikey Garcia. Fuck, we'd like to see them fight Tank Davis, Spence, Thurman. Oh, fuck, Al Haymon. Damn. Bad business. But if Fury fights Wilder, which everyone wants to see, business gets real easy. Be like, hey, you did the Wilder fight, why can't you do this fight? You did the Wilder fight, why can't you do this fight? Well, fuck, dude. Give me my black pieces. Fuck you. You ain't doing it. And wanna know why? Because I was already a step ahead of you. This is what no one's talking about right here on the WRT Boxing Show. I'm your host, Mr. A. Power off the conversation of Black Fight Fan, TRILL Boxing Talk. This Saturday, the 23rd, Power begins. The fucking, to me, right here, Mr. A's thoughts. The Power begins. We got James DeGale fighting Chris Eubanks Jr. somewhere over in the UK. Now remember, folks, over here, see, this is our brain. This is our brains. It's been insetted. It's been insetted into us by shit cards. You know, if you're not like a, you know, if you're not a boxing junkie, you know, the Zone, Matchroom, Frank Warren, you know, there's levels of boxing fans, and their cards can only trickle down so far. You know, the money people, they stop at a certain level, and then Frank Warren and Matt and Eddie Hearns, their cards, you know, they get in this area, and this is where it's either like here's casuals, you know, some boxing fans. Oh, you like boxing? You like boxing? And work your way up. You know, Eddie Hearn and Frank Warren cards be like, you like boxing. And they trying to get in that money making to top notch level. And these fan loving people, this is PBC shit. Let's be real. Let's be real. Since I'm using Black Fight Fan's name, let's be trill right here. Let's be real fucking trill right here. This is these fighters, this level, not this level up here. That's PBC fighters. And we're speaking power that no one's talking about. This Saturday, James DeGale, the ITV deal, PBC is going, Al Haymon, let's say. Al Haymon, okay? Al Haymon is going to UK. PBC is hosting its first card. Over here, we're like, okay, whatever the fighters. But over there, James DeGale and Eubanks, that's a good fight. That's a solid fight. To me, over here, that's like a Charlo Harrison. DeGale Eubank over there is a Charlo Harrison. That's my opinion. I think so. So they get in that. They get in Stavern and Joyce. Joyce, a heavyweight. Deontay Wilder's a heavyweight. Just saying. Just saying. You know. But fuck. Wait a minute. If Deontay Wilder's a heavyweight and Joyce is a heavyweight, can that fight even happen? Because Deontay Wilder fights on show. Wait a minute. No contract to Showtime. Then he must have a contract to Fox because he fights. What? No contract to Fox. Are you trying to tell me Deontay Wilder can get paid to a probably good amount that he's 99% happy with, fighting 3 different spots at any time he wants to? That can't be real. How is this happening? Some dude, Al Haymon, told him this can happen. That's gotta be bullshit. It ain't that type of power happening, and is it? You trying to say this bum over here in America named Deontay Wilder can go to UK, this guy who's not known in America can go to the UK and fight Joey Joyce? He probably won't make no money because no one in the UK knows him. Why would anyone in the UK? That can't be no power. Because he's Deontay Wilder is an absolute bum, and we saw it. No one saw him in the. We saw Tyson Fury walking down the street asking people. No one knew who Deontay Wilder was. We saw Mark Kriegel going down New York. No one knew who Deontay Wilder was. So those 300, that was fake. You know, it's. And if it was, it can't be fake. It's right there, 300. You know, it's okay. It's okay. He's a bum. He can't make no money in UK because UK has no boxing fans. And wait a minute. UK supposed to have the best boxing fans. UK supposed to have the best boxing fans. And Deontay Wilder said he's a champion of the world. Let's just listen to what Deontay Wilder says. He's the champion. He's the baddest man on the planet. Knocking people the fuck out. And he's boxing. And he's a champion. And he just knocked down one of the Brits' best in Tyson Fury, who can't fight nowhere. But he's fighting in America now. But he has 5-fight deal in ESPN. 4 has to be on ESPN. I don't know if the ESPN travels out to UK. But it seemed like the comments were a little mixed, like they weren't quite sure if it did. I'm not sure. But if Tyson Fury is fighting 4 fights in the States against Parker, Pulev, Oscar Rivas, Brian Jennings, somebody, 4 in the States, what's the best one you think out of that? Parker? You know, you got Parker. Do you think Deontay Wilder can go to the UK and fight Charles Martin, fucking Andy Nowaski? Just throwing low tiers out there, throwing low balls. Fucking he could fight. Agate Cabal. He could fight a loader. Deontay Wilder versus Robert Helenius. Do you think? Because he's unknown, but do you think Deontay Wilder could go to the UK, fight Robert Helenius on ITV in some place out there, some whatever the hell they stadium or a venue they have for that fight, and Tyson Fury can fight Oscar Rivas out here in the United States? Who's gonna sell that more? Pay-per-view? Because out here, Deontay Wilder fans, that fan base, they're gonna understand Deontay Wilder taking a year, 2 years off to go run shit. In 3 fights, he fights 2 over there. He fights 1 over there, come home for a home stand, have some home, not a home cooking, but a nice home, welcome home fight, go to Vegas, fight some big fight, or 2 big fights over there, 1 over here. Deontay fan base are going to buy his pay-per-views and understand he's over there running shit. He has a fan base. Tyson Fury over here, fighting Pulev in New York. There might be one of those small little cities in New York that has some Bolivian in the melting pot somewhere. They might come out and support Pulev, but like Oscar, where they gonna find these fights? Who power? Deontay Wilder has that fan base. Al Haymon could send that fool to England. Don't mean to point at you, but hey, Mr. A's thoughts. If this could be spread amongst the people, 78, I wonder if you wonder if Deontay Wilder has a problem running shit over in England for a year or two. Black Fight Finder, do you want that? Right here on the Double RT Boxing Show. I'm your host, Mr. A, and you have just watched a segment of Mr. A's Thoughts. Thank you for your time and support.